A question I've heard quite a few people ask is it okay if I do other things besides just Dr. Joe's work? Well, if you're just getting into Dr. Joe's work, I suggest you continue doing his work. But what you will notice is the more you do Dr. Joe's work, you will start opening up your mind to other things around that might help you on your manifesting or healing journey. And so I'm going to go over a few of those things today to let you know what kind of things that I have expanded. Now, some of you I know have come into Dr. Joe's work maybe already having done meditation or are familiar with manifesting or different things like that. But I think a majority of people that get into his work are clueless about kind of this stuff and how it all works. And so you start expanding your mind a little bit. So, for example, the biggest thing is, can I do other people's meditations? And I would suggest you do that with caution. The reason I say that is I've met several people at events where they've been meditating for 30, 40 years, and they start doing Dr. Joe's work, and they're like, whoa, they're blown away. They've never meditated so deep or anything like that. And so his meditations are very, very good meditations. They're well thought out in the process that he guides you through, and along with the music that he does at the right time to make you things activated in your body. If you're not familiar with it, your body reacts to different frequencies out there in the world. And so the music he plays is very important. For example, I had joined a group meditation. It was just through Zoom, and they were playing Dr. Joe meditations, and then all of a sudden they threw in some other random song, and I just started feeling something was wrong, and I started seeing things. It was just felt weird and wrong. And after that meditation, I came out and I felt bad. So something that person had chosen in that song vibrated incorrectly inside of me. So you really need to be careful if you're going to be doing other meditations outside of Dr. Joe's, because you really want to make sure that if you're doing music, that it vibrates well with your body. Now, if you're just doing unguided meditation, you're just closing your eyes and listening to nature or just tuning everything out, that's fine. But if you're going to go into music, go to trusted sources. You could go on YouTube and you could probably find all meditation music or whatever, but you still need to be careful. I've found meditation music that still rubs me the wrong way. Moby, for example, just came out with some kind of relaxing, meditative kind of music. I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. So if anything does not resonate with you, don't do it, shut it off, whatever. YouTube, I have not been very successful finding any very good meditations. There is one that I do really like, and I'm going to put that link below. And the reason I really like these, I've looked for other ways to work on my energy centers. And as you probably know by now, that other cultures call them chakras. And so there's certain energy centers that I wanted to work on more. And so I was trying to find different meditations that could help with that. I was never really finding anything very well. And this one website, or this one particular YouTube channel, has really good ones for each of the energy centers. And they're each about, they have a little introduction, and then the meditation maybe is only like 13 minutes long, but they're pretty powerful. And I've done them before, and I can really tell a difference after I do them. I even had another person comment on another video that they do those too. So that proves right there that these are really good ones to do. Another one that I like to do is if you're just kind of starting off, if you have a subscription to Gaia, Gaia has some meditations on there. That's a trusted source. Those are pretty basic and simple for me. There was one guy that I kind of liked on there, but the rest are just kind of too basic and simple, not as deep as Dr. Joe. There's also one that I just discovered recently called Aura. Aura is incredible. I really, really like Aura. They have many different specialists, I guess you could call them, practitioners, whatever, on there, and they share their own meditations. They've recorded them on their own and they share them on there. They have breath work, they have meditations, they have sound baths, different things like that you can do. I found some really excellent ones on there, and you can save them on your favorites, which is really nice. I found other ones where the person's voice really irks me. Maybe like a really kind of, voice like that, and I'm like, oh, you're not relaxing me at all, or something. I prefer, for me personally, kind of those slow, gentle, like men vibrating voices are good, and some of the women that talk a little calmer Those are the ones that work well with me. Same thing, be cautious of the music. For the most part, most of the music, I would say probably 90% of the music that I've come across on there, even just background music, is really nice. I like those two because once you're done doing the meditation, it plays kind of like a little background music. So if you want to kind of still sit there, it's like just kind of water or whatever in the background. It kind of helps you stay in that zone. You can also go on there and you can search for specific things. So if you're looking on, don't call them energy centers because most everybody calls them chakras. If you're looking for chakras, let's say you're looking for self-love or heart or depression, whatever it is you're trying to work on, you can try to find some. You'll find lots of selections on there. But like I said, I still caution you. I do those, I don't know, I would say maybe only 10% of the time I do those. It kind of also, if you get tired of doing the same Dr. Joe meditations, it gives you something a little bit different to do. But I always come back to the Dr. Joe meditations because they do get you so deep and everything in there. There is one person on there I highly recommend. His name is Noah Aon. He has like a slash in between it. I discovered him through a breathwork summit that I did, and wow, he's got some. He mostly focuses on breathwork and he does a lot of Wim Hof stuff, but every time I do some of his meditations, I go into it thinking, oh crap, I got to do one of these breathwork meditations. But when I come out, oh my goodness, I have such releases from them. One thing he does is he has you let go of energies that might have been stuck to you and bring back your own. I really like that. So I really, really, really like his. There's another one on there that I like that does a lot of sound with like singing bowls kind of thing. And they guide you. They have a lot of chakra ones. So that one is really good too. I suggest definitely those two on Aura. They offer a free trial, 7-day free trial, and then I think it's $59.99 a year after that. And I thought, hey, that's like 2 Dr. Joe meditations, and I get kind of unlimited access to all these for a year. Another one that I really like is called Better Sleep. Better Sleep is one I kind of started with a while ago. That one's, it's mostly focuses on sleeping, and that one, it does kind of calm you down at night. Like I'll do a Dr. Joe meditation in the morning, and sometimes I kind of need to settle down at night. These just kind of help you let go of the day and different things like that and kind of relax. And same thing, they play stuff afterwards to kind of help you relax, and you can put a timer on there too. The biggest benefit I find from Better Sleep is my kids. My kids really like, they have some kids meditations on there, and the kids love the stories. There's I don't know how many, like 70 stories maybe. I really have no idea. But at night, every night they ask for a story. And the stories are nice. They're very calm. And when I was listening to one the other night as my daughter was playing it, and they kind of do a little bit of meditation in there because they want you to imagine things, which you do in meditation. They want you to imagine yourself in the grass. They want you to take a deep breath and see the seed sprouting into your dream. So they kind of do some of that, but then they're just stories too at the same time, but they kind of sneak little meditation kind of things in there too. So I really like that. They're not just for kids. The stories are for adults too, and I do enjoy them myself. If you want something that doesn't guide you, I really, really like Beatfulness. Beatfulness, they have different frequencies. Most of them are, if you're familiar, I don't know how to say the soft Lego frequencies. So a lot of your energy centers deal with certain hertz in your body, and they should vibrate at a certain frequency. And so these songs that they play, some of them are songs and some of them are more just the vibrating of that frequency. But you can do the same thing where you can select, you're looking for love, you're looking for spirituality, whatever it is you're looking for, you can look on there too. And those are nice. I just kind of do those kind of maybe at bedtime, or I just kind of want to relax. I'll even maybe just be cooking and I'll kind of, I'm like, oh, I just kind of need a little, I feel a little agitated. I need to calm down. So I'll put one on that kind of feels like it calms me down a little bit. So that one's good, especially if you want to try to do your own. I've done that a few times too, where I just put on one of those, close my eyes, and work on something specific. So it's like if maybe you want to imagine rebuilding something in your body that's broken or injured or something, or manifest something, just do your own meditation. But these are really, really good to use. None of them have ever rubbed me the wrong way. So that's why I'm suggesting them. There's quite a few other apps out there I haven't really dug into. Some of them I'll get right away and I'm like, meh, don't like them. Deepak Chopra has one too. Haven't really gotten to that one because I think you have to pay right away. And Sadhguru, I didn't really care for the Sadhguru one. He does a lot of other little things on his. Sadhguru, he's a guru, I guess you could say. He's got a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of wisdom. I love listening to his wisdom. And then Deepak Chopra, he's been around for quite a while, and since a lot of this is coming to the open, it's like he's all of a sudden becoming more popular, I guess you could say, but he's been popular for a long time. I've even got one of his books here. I mean, he's written like 95 books or something ridiculous like that. So he's got so many different books. I don't even know like which ones, like they all seem like they've got the same information but different, and they're all good. So, I don't know if you want to look at his old stuff or his new stuff, since there's new stuff coming to light. And then I've also got Eckhart Tolle is another really good one to look at. And then this one, I've heard a lot of people reading this one with Esther Hicks. And there's so many books. If you go to Dr. Joe's website, they have recommended reading, a lot of good books on there. You can even just go into like a metaphysical section in your bookstore and find so much reading to just kind of expand your mind on this stuff. And you'll notice that all these people are talking about the same way. They just have the same thing. They're just talking about it in their own way. But they all talk about manifesting. They all talk about meditating. They all talk about vibrations and tuning into frequencies and all, quantum physics and all that stuff. It's all related. It is all related. And it's nice to sometimes have another little bit of an aspect to confirm whatever it is that you're learning from Dr. Joe. So another modality that you might want to look into is breath work. There's a lot of them out there. There's the Wim Hof, Soma, Pranayama. That's kind of like a yogi kind of thing, with a lot of breathing to kind of awaken everything in your body. That Noah guy that I was talking about, I guess he healed himself really just mostly with breath work. So some people can just heal themselves with meditation. Some can heal themselves with breath work. If you're into that, I know some of you guys are like, oh, breath work. I do that. Like I was that with Dr. Joe's breath. Dr. Joe's breath I like now, but the Wim Hof stuff is kind of tough for me. But man, when I've done some Kundalini yoga with the Pranayama breathing, and it's difficult. It is very difficult. But you do feel really good afterwards. So breath work is another thing you can look at. Another thing you can look at is affirmations. So you can look on YouTube, you can look online, but affirmations, and it helps to say affirmations out loud. There's something about the audible part, about you hearing the vibrations of the words you're saying, that it says something in you. It resonates with you. Just like, how it's hard to actually say to somebody, I was wrong, or I forgive you, and you kind of feel like, because those words are coming out of your mouth, and it's the same thing with affirmations. When you do affirmations, you can create your own, you can write them down, you can get a little journal, whatever, and just write down some little affirmations in there every day. They help to train your brain, just like a meditation would. So if you want to say, I am healed, I am rich, I am smart, I am beautiful, I love myself. You want to say, I am. That is the biggest thing. You want to say, I am. You want to talk about it like that is, you are that. It exists right now. You're not going to say, I'm going to be rich. I want to have this. I want to heal. You don't say, or if I get, no, use I am there in the present. Like this is going on right now, and it affirms it in your brain. You say it over and over again. So like I said, you can go on YouTube and you can find some of that. Aura even has some of that on its app, some affirmations. You can just listen to them. Listening to them, you can repeat them in your head if you want, but it helps to say them too. Journaling is another thing. I kept hearing that from so many people. It was like somebody's telling me journal, 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 journal. I'm not one to write. I've never enjoyed writing very much. But journaling is something that you can do. I just recently bought a journal. It's called a 369 journal, and it helps you manifest. So you imagine what it is you want to manifest and the emotions. It's all about manifesting. And then you write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. And it kind of validates it more in your head. You know how you're just trying to rewire your brain. You may do that meditation first thing in the morning and you're telling yourself, I am healed or I am rich. And then throughout the day, do you do it anymore? Do you think about it the rest of the day? You need to live as if. And so if you do the journaling on top of the meditation, you're writing down, I am healed, I am rich, I have my future spouse, or something like that. You write it down, then you are confirming more. You're training your brain to believe those things. And you don't have to get one of those 369 journals. I'll put a link below to the one that I bought, and I really, really like it because some are just very basic, but the one that I got I really like. You can just get a very simple journal, and you can even write down your thoughts. You can write down manifestations. You can write down things that you experienced in your meditation, so you can kind of go back and look and like, oh, that's right. Even if you had a bad day, or if you have something come to your mind like, oh, wow, that thing that happened when I was 4 years old, that could be something, so let me write that down. Anything just with the journaling, write it down, and that can kind of help you through your process. What else? Some different healing modalities that some people will also do is like Reiki. If you're not familiar with that, they kind of go through your energy centers. There's some people that don't do Reiki, but they do chakra balancing. It's a little similar, but there's like a little bit difference in them too. But you can go to a specific person and they can go and they can kind of work on balancing your body. If you're struggling doing the blessings of the energy centers or things like that, if you find a really good one, then they can really help you. Most of them are good, but there's one that I've been bringing my daughters to, and then now all of a sudden my husband found this one through somebody's gym, and she is incredible, and I'm like, oh wow, I want to go see her. I want to switch the daughters over or something. I'm just like, wow, she's great. But so you need to. Some of them might just be very basic starting off, or they're just not tuned in as much to the universe. They just kind of took a training class and now they're just practicing on their own, but they're just not into it maybe as much. But then, so you have those you can go to kind of help on your journey. There's nothing wrong with doing all these things. Another one is sound healing. So there's some people that will do like tuning forks, or there's the bowls, the singing bowls. So a local group that I go to, there's a lady that has these singing bowls. Oh my goodness, it is incredible the sound that it makes in the house, and it just vibrates, and you sleep so well, and you're just like, oh, it's so incredible the way it just vibrates. Now remember how I was saying how the frequencies go through your body. These singing bowls are tuned to a specific frequency to try to help shake things and balance things in your body. That's about all I can think of. I definitely would recommend, if you haven't, get a subscription to Gaia, Gaia. It is you can get an app, and I think it's on Roku TV. You can get that, and they have so much you can learn, just far beyond what you could even find on YouTube. And I think it's like $6.99 a month. Like I said, there's meditations and stuff on there. Dr. Joe has his Rewired show on there. But we've learned some amazing things about our world, because I'm sure if you're like me, your mind is starting to open up to like, wow, I didn't know all this existed. And Gaia helps you open up your mind even more to show you what else is out there. And you're just like, wow, I didn't realize even that all existed. So if you have any other recommendations to any of you, just let me know down below. But it is okay, like I said, to go beyond just Dr. Joe's work. But like I said, be careful, because some people out there don't know exactly what they're doing when it comes to sound frequencies and guiding and things like that. And Dr. Joe, like I said, he's done so much studying on how he does everything that there really is something about his meditations that are incredible. So don't get too far off the beaten path. I mean, I guess you could go to the Himalayas and meditate with the monks, and I guess that would be totally fine. That's probably going maybe even above what Dr. Joe does. But I would say don't go to the amateurs. Dr. Joe is way up here, so don't drop yourself down to this level to try to get what you're getting. Try to stay around this level or above, just stay right in this level, because you bring yourself down, you're going to be disappointed. So keep yourself with Dr. Joe, and you'll do wonderful things. So thank you so much for watching.